Boom! What's cracking? I said I'm back and I'm back. So today, what are we talking about? We're talking about how to get freaking clients. Because I think that's one of the most important things to stay in business whatsoever. And it doesn't really matter if we're talking about personal training clients, or if you are a massage therapist, or if you have a massive company like Apple. You need clients paying you for the service you offer. Now, when I was starting off with personal training, one of the most important things I did was focusing on my website, because I knew one day people are going to use this, called your phone, to, search for some service. So what do? Just think of that. When you look for anything, when you're in a city, let's say you're new in a city, what do? You take your phone and you're like, okay, so where is the next pizza place? Where is the next hotel? Where do I find personal training? I'm just trying to give you an idea. You have to think like your customer, and that will make things really, really easy. Not only that, on top of that, what I did is I did videos on YouTube, to educate people in certain topics. And that actually helped me, because I just got an email just now, sitting here, doing some emails with my older clients, and I got an email saying, Mark, you know what? We would like to book like a consultation. Let me just put that down again. We'd like to book a consultation in something because we found you on YouTube. So what I'm trying to say is you need to figure out a way of getting clients and communicating with them. Now, what worked best for me was I realized that it's good to have a website, but first of all, if no one finds your website, that's a bad thing. And then the second thing is people can most of the time not relate to just the picture. So let's say I'll just show you my picture here on YouTube. Let's see if you can see that. Focusing. So that picture ain't that bad. It's okay, and it sort of tells people, well, it's a fitness dude. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really give away too much about my personality. Photos do tell a lot, but videos tell much more. So in the last 3 days, I had 5 inquiries of people asking me for personal training, and 3 of them have already seen my videos. So the reason why people relate to me quite well is because I figured out video is a very, very good way of portraying you as a person, your personality, what you think, what you believe in, and so on and so forth. Because a picture can be sort of fake, because you could get the right angle and all these things people do, or they Photoshop pictures. Now you got the real deal. You know how I look like, that I'm not massively shredded, but who freaking cares? That's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that I'm real, and this is what people want. This is what most of my clients really, really value, is that I don't bullshit them. I actually give them my opinion and help them to get where they want to be, and that's the most important thing. It's not the focus on me, the focus on you, the client. Yeah, so tips. What I would do is I would try to figure out how to make a website. If I don't know how to make a website, I would find someone who can help me do that. If I would have my course right now, I would say do the course, because then I would be teaching you all that stuff, but that might be coming later. The second thing is, it's great to know how to do a website, but then you also need to know how to do SEO. SEO is like how to get found on the website, because this is what a lot of other PTs have. They say, Mark, I have a website. I'm like, okay, great, let's see. So I type in personal trainer in London, and their website is not even on the first 100 pages of Google. And I said, you know what, no one gives a fuck about your website, to be quite frank. Someone needs to find your website. That's much more important than how your website looks like. You have to have sort of the main offerings on your website. So telling you, I offer personal training 1-to-1. I do pre and postnatal stuff, or I work with just women for slimming down, or I've got this boot camp or whatever. So you have to have your services. That's all fine. But then the more specific you are, the better it is. So for example, one other PT in our gym, he's like this dude who does like chronic illnesses, chronic pains. That's brilliant, because that's what people do. Like if you've got something which is hurting, like lower back pain, or I've got some pain, what do? I go into Google and say, hey Google, or I ask Siri, tell me, what do I do when I have back pain? And if Siri says, oh, you know what, I've got this personal trainer who lives in London, he's just next door, he can help you, then you got a jackpot. So first of all, you need a website. Simple, doesn't have to be massively complicated. Look at my website, marcdressen.com, and you can get an idea of what you need in terms of the topics. It doesn't have to be super complicated. Then second thing, SEO, how to get found on Google. There's also something that has to do with keywords, and I mean there's so many factors with SEO. So it's the probably best thing to do is get educated. So start reading online. What is SEO? How do I get found on Google? I actually have another website called, I just checked, the website is called efitnessmarketing.com, and there's a link in the description below. Now the website was down because I did an update on it. I just need to contact the support because something went wrong. But that's also something you guys should check out and get knowledge on how to do this. If you do it yourself in terms of website, you need to get an idea of, you know, what's important, and if something goes wrong, who do you contact? So on that website, eFitness Marketing, everything which has to do with SEO and stuff I teach on there, super simple, it's all for free, so just check that out. It should be up and running once you watch the video again. The third thing is also, once you get people to go onto your website, you need to get them to call you actually. And that's not a big issue. Most of the time, I get a lot of emails all the time, but you have to respond quickly. And this is something, I made a video on that before. I think that's my third most important thing is responsiveness. You have to be on point, because people, what they do is once they're on there, it has to be even, I always say within 24 hours, but nowadays, if you can respond to it as quickly as possible, even if I'm in a session. So for example, in between clients, if I have 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 in terms of my clients back to back, then in between, once I see a message popping up on my phone, I basically quickly go on it, see what the person wants, and then quickly reply. Depends how much time I have. I would say, well, I'm going to be contacting you within 3 hours and I'm going to call you. That's a message, and I pop it out. Or I would write something if I know the question the person already has, and let's say my client isn't there yet, he's like 5 minutes late, then I would quickly respond to that email on my phone as quickly as possible. And that's how I manage to get 22 clients at the moment, which I have recurring all the time, plus inquiries coming in and coming in. So at the moment, it's like, it's nice to be in this situation of being fully booked. The problem is that when you get more and more inquiries, you need to sort of tell them, well, I would like to help you, but I just don't know how. So, I mean, that's a different sort of set of problems you will have. But at the moment, we want to get you to that stage first, that you're like a fully booked trainer. And the reason why I still keep advertising and I still keep my website running and everything is because in personal training, it is very normal that you don't keep clients for, let's say you start off as a trainer, your first 10 clients are not going to be the 10 clients you're going to have in 5 years' time. They move on in life, they might move, and so on and so forth. It's not you as a trainer. I had so many people of my own who were in London and they worked in London, and now one is in New York. The other one is back to Australia. So they just move because their life continues. And then they just say, you know, goodbye, thank you for your help, and so on. You stay in contact with them, and that's how you build your little black book of contacts. But you then, let's say you've got 10 clients, 2 are leaving, then 3 of them all of a sudden reached their goal and said, thank you, Mark, and now I'm going to do it by myself. Might happen, right? I mean, it didn't happen too much to me, but I see a lot of trainers who have that problem. You have to have a full pipeline. That's what I talk about. That's, I think, the best way of getting there is that I was never the kind of person who wanted to chase business. This is what people still teach you today in the fitness industry, is go out there and talk to people on the gym floor. So you walk the gym floor and you talk to this person on the treadmill, try to make contact with them, say, hey, my name is Mark, I'm a personal trainer, blah, blah, blah. Next day you see them again. Hey, I know you, that's your name. The day after, like, you see him again, you say, hey, you know, I've been watching you now for some time. Do you need some help in your training? And then he's like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. The day after you say, well, let's do a free session. Okay, I'll do a free session. And then in the session, you try to sell your services. And then you might get him as a client. That's sort of what they teach you. But that's, in my opinion, it's such a hard way of doing it, because that person on the treadmill might not even want your services. So the best way of doing it is someone coming to you, knowing that they need your services. And then I don't even have to sell. I never sold personal training. People always came to me and said, Mark, I need this, can you help me? I said, yeah, let's figure it out how we do it. I lead them to the price page. I say, I've got package A to Z. Which one do you want? He says, number 2, bang, here we go. That's the easiest way, but it only works if you have everything on display, so to speak. One other thing, and I know this video is so packed, but I want to give you a lot of value in one video. The other one is you need to put your prices, everything on your website. This is the other thing in this industry. Everyone is like, I'm not going to tell you how much I charge. You know, it's like, I'm going to whisper it in your ear and tell you how much I charge. I'm like, are you nuts, you idiot? The reason I'm saying that is because it annoys me. If I go on a website and if I want to book that person, I want to know how much I pay. So if you go onto my website in German and in English, you will find my prices, because I'm confident in them and because I know people are paying them, because, you know, I'm getting paid. And a lot of people don't want to do this because what in personal training is this thing of, I'm going to show them first how good of a trainer I am, and then I'm going to, at the end when they say, so how much is it? And you say it's 100 pounds, and they're like, oh my god, that's way too much, I can't afford it, bye-bye. And then the personal trainer is like, oh shit, I wasted 1 hour of my life and I don't have a client yet. And then he runs after him and says, I can also do it for 80 pounds, maybe 50 pounds, maybe 40, maybe 20 pounds, and all this shit. So don't sell yourself low, make a price point, and stick to it. That's what I do. I have probably out of 10 inquiries, 3 to 4 of them all say it's too expensive. And that's fine. I'm not here to service everyone, but I at least need to give them the option of saying, this is what I charge, because at the end of the day, I'm already fully booked. Means if I now drop my prices, I could work 24 hours a day. I also want a personal life. I want to be able to sleep here and have some fun. This is it's all going all over the place. What was important for a personal trainer to get clients? So first one was your website, second one was SEO, third one was making sure to keep clients or how to service clients and give them everything they need, and also responding fast on your phone. These are sort of the points. So let's cut the video now here because I know I've been already ranting for 7 minutes. I'll leave a comment box below. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another topic. I don't know what we're talking about, but I'll find something. See you guys.